Hello everyone, my name is Jason Davis and I'm here to present my research paper, which is Mandatory Civil Service. Do we need it? The history of civil service in the United States and how it could help our country. My background is in military HR. I'm a retired Navy career counselor chief, and I currently work in HR at Stennis Space Center in Stennis, Mississippi. The reason why I chose this topic is because of a background in the Navy and the fact that we have all cultures and all races and religions and genders working together to accomplish one goal. And when you're in close quarters like that, when you're on deployments or you're working underway replenishment details, you get to know people pretty good. You have to on a ship that's about 500 feet low. And what I discovered was that once you start breaking down barriers, and once you have a workforce that is trained, the workforce overall generally tends to be more disciplined, tends to have a greater sense of pride in what they're doing, and a greater technical background. My interest in this topic really stems from a lot of the issues we have in this country today. We have a rapidly shrinking technical middle income wage earner bracket. Most of the money is going to the top, and the impoverishment rate is growing at a large amount. If you look at the current jobs report, it shows that we do have low unemployment in this country. However, a lot of that employment is in the service industry, specifically waitressing, fast food jobs, and jobs such as Walmart, Target, Sam's Club, those type things. And while those jobs do pay basic expenses, they could hardly be called jobs to push people through the poverty level. When you have to work multiple jobs just to reach a level of comfort, and then you never get to enjoy that comfort because you're always at work, that's a problem, especially with the quality of people that we have in this country. The reason why I'm thinking mandatory civil service is simply because of the lessons learned from the past. When this country and the world was going through the throes of the Great Depression, it was Franklin Delano Roosevelt who came up with the New Deal, and specifically a way to put Americans back to work, which was through the Civilian Conservation Corps, the CCC. These were civil service jobs that where the young men and women would go out and they would work on the United States infrastructure, everything from planting forests to building dams to building interstates. And it really did rescue us from a very uncertain fate that was the Depression. The success of that and the success of the programs for those who use them, such as the AmeriCorps, and of course the military as well, in uniting people from all different backgrounds and giving them trade skills and success, needs to be replicated on a larger basis because of the amount of problems that could be resolved. Now, I'm interested in this because my main concern is that even though there are voluntary programs that anybody can participate in, the access to these programs is what concerns me. Either the access or the knowledge, because I often wonder in some of the most inner city schools and some of the most remote rural schools, are these opportunities being talked about? Are they being promoted? And also what concerns me is what cultural or religious or societal barriers may be in place for, even racial barriers could be in place for people having success in these jobs. Could there be a cultural bias in even presenting certain opportunities to people? And that's what really got me motivated into this. The plan is listed in the paper, and it's essentially a mandatory civil service program for all American citizens from once they turn 18. And it would be 2 years in length and provide full certifications, job training, child care, clothing, housing, food, you name it, for the duration of the civil service, which would allow them to get the certifications and hopefully achieve the success that we would need for them to do. I will be interviewing with my research three very distinct groups. One group of high school seniors age 18 and over to get their perspective on if a program such as this would even be attractive. A group of delayed entrance participants in the U.S. States Navy. These are young men and women who have volunteered to serve their country but haven't shipped yet. And then another group of current Job Corps participants, so I can get their views on whether they feel like that program is a success and if it should be spread. The survey is mainly to gain knowledge on, did they know about the programs, would they be interested, and are there potential barriers for them? So I can't wait to present my research. I start my actual interviews next week, and it has been great to talk to you and present this, and I look forward to presenting my final paper. Thank you.